We are crossing live to Absrod Oval, where the Scodfather will speak to the press.
I heard that he is in a grumpy mood.
Hello everybody, welcome to my channel and thank you for joining. Now we have the round 11 Sunday night press conference just coming down. Okay, now we're going to go through all the results, last 3 games. Now this week I brought in 2 players. Okay, I brought in Sicily and I brought in Laird. Now besides what they scored, Sicily is now out for 1 week, and Laird might be out as well. I can't work this out. The 2 players I brought in, which have the round 14 bye, Laird is not confirmed. I haven't seen it, the slow motion of the video, but he did a sling tackle. Hopefully he's okay. He did a lot of sling tackles, but luckily only one of them looked bad, but we'll have a look at it anyway. Well, I can't show it to you here, just coming down. We'll have to go through it later on in the week. But anyway, let's go for the games. Now, the first game was the mighty Tigers. Okay, well, they're not mighty anymore. They used to be mighty. Now, Tim Taranto, he kicked 4 goals. Unbelievable for a midfielder. 14 kicks, 19 handballs, 33 touches, 7 tackles, 4 goals. Only got 147 points. I thought he'd get much more than that, but anyway, they gave him 147. He went at 66%, so 12 contested possessions as well. But anyway, he did good. If you vice captain or captained him, you'll be very happy. Now, the Nank, 119. I actually like the Nank. He looks good. Okay, he's not going to be a top 4 ruckman, but if he's cheap, I may consider him, but then again, by the time he gets around 16, I don't know if I can afford him. He might go up in price if he continues like this. Plus, he is a risk, okay? Actually, forget that I mentioned it. Just coming down. Now, who else is Supercoach relevant? Okay, well, Rioli and Short, not many people own them. Actually, there's nobody else. That's it at Richmond. Samson Ryan, if you're still stuck with him, scored a 39. You should have got rid of him. Now is the time to get rid of him. Okay, he would have leaked a bit of points. Now let's move over to Port Adelaide. Connor Rosie 111, Butters 104. Now people were expecting big scores against Richmond. We know last week what happened with the 150 or 160 that Merritt scored. But those scores aren't very often against Richmond this year. I don't know why, but it's usually the defenders that score well, not the midfielders. And Connor Rosie and Butters showed it with 111, 114. Now, Ollie Wines scored a 95. At half-time, he was on about 60. Okay, so second half, he slowed down. He did okay, but I'd be too scared to own him. You know, he's one of those players. I know he's cheap, and we're shopping at Kmart right now, but he just scares me. Okay, I get too scared to own him. Now, who else is Supercoach relevant? Let's have a look. Let's go down. Well, the Horny Man. Okay, he went all right. 87. It's not too bad. All right, the Horny Man. Who else? I think that's about it. There's no one else of interest here. Oh, Francis Evans, the rookie, 13. He's not making any cash. He's not scoring points. He's a no good. All right, let's go to the next game. Now, Jordan Daicos, 156, 500k player. All right, it was against North Melbourne. Okay, just coming down, but that's a huge score. Okay, that's massive. Now, Nick Daicos, 124. Tom Mitchell, the usual 102s. Take note of Scott Penn. Actually, why is my why aren't they in order? Put them in order. Okay. Scott Pendlebury, 119. Let's have a look at his score. His price. Now, if you're going to spend cash on Ollie Wines, I'd rather spend it. If I was going to spend cash on Ollie Wines, I would spend my money on Scott Pendlebury. Okay, the dependability. Look, I'll show you what he's done. I can't even say it. Dependability. I can't even say it. Just coming down. Okay, it's a tongue twister for me. You try saying it. Dependability. Okay, oh, I can't say it. Anyway, his first 4 games of the year: 129, 120, 102, 109, even a 92. Okay, these are good scores. Now, last week against Carlton, 107. That's a good score. Now, this week, he scored his 119. He's back. He just had one bad game, probably a second low game. 464k. Now, he's going to be, he's going to be about 465, maybe 470k. That's as cheap as you get him. He won't be any cheaper than that. And then he plays West Coast. He plays Melbourne. I'm actually considering him this week. If I can afford him, I'm going to get him. For value, he's the man. That's good value. And he's a pod. Who owns him? 2% of teams. 4,491 teams own him. And he's good enough to average, I'd say, about 100. Okay? And when you pay 450k or 470k, it's not that bad. I'm going to put into my consideration this week. I'm going to also see if I can afford to have a round 14 by player. I'm not sure if I can. Well, let's continue. Now, speaking of Nick Daicos, Josh Daicos is also having a sensational year. I mean, he's gone under the radar. I know a few of my subscribers have got him, and I laughed at him. I said, well, why have you got Josh Daicos? But they know something that I don't know. Let's have a look at his price and his scores. He's actually been good. Let's take a look. Well, his break-even was 55, so he's probably going to go to about 500k this week. Josh Daicos about 500k. What's he been scoring? Take a look at these scores. They're very consistent. He's only had, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600s in 10 games, which is okay. It's not. He's not a top 8 mid, but we sort of can't afford top 8 mids for your M8s, okay? Just coming down. We're on a tight budget, so he's actually doing not too bad. I don't mind Josh Daicos now. I actually didn't like people that owned it. I mean, not that I didn't like the people, but I didn't think it was a good idea owning Josh Daicos. But he's a lot better than what I thought. Anyway, let's continue. Next up, Darcy Moore, 93. He's having a sensational year. I was actually considering getting Darcy Moore instead of Sicily. I'm glad I got Sicily, just coming down. Okay, but Darcy Moore, he's not bad too. He's doing okay, but he's a bit expensive. Close to the 550, 560 range. I think that's it for Collingwood because, where is he? Darcy Cameron. I mean, he's got 81. It's not that bad. Okay. If you want that forward ruck eligibility, let's have a look at his price. Well, he had a break even on 134, so he's going to drop about 25k, so about 475k. That's close to his starting price, what he started at. And who's he up against next? Up against West Coast. They don't even have a ruckman. He might actually do okay, but then he's up against the big boys in Melbourne. Then Adelaide, he'll do okay against Adelaide. He'll struggle against Gold Coast. He may do against the Dogs. Then he'll struggle against Freo. He may do well against Port. Every 2 weeks he's going to struggle and go well. Okay, so he's going to be up and down. For me, it's a pass. Okay, it depends if Gawn gets DPP. We're going to find out tonight. By the time you watch the video, you might have already found out. But as I'm recording this, we'll find out tonight. Just coming down. All right, let's continue. We now move over to North Melbourne. Now, the player to take note of here is Hugh Greenwood. Okay, 116. He's 290k, but had a break-even of 9. So he'll be about 340, 345k. It's a bit expensive, but he's got a midfield role now. But you can't trust it. It's too late in the season to start doing it. You're better off paying for extra 100k and getting a Scott Pendlebury. Okay, so just ignore that I mentioned it. Just coming down. Now, who else is good here? Well, we've got Ford. Okay, we're going to get him next week. He's a must-get. 83. He looked so good. Sheasels looked like... they said he had a concussion. I nearly had a heart attack. I fell off my chair. It hurts. Just coming down. But anyway, he's okay. The Sheasel's okay, but he's not scoring too much. 79. And then You got Zeebles. Where's Zeebles? 71. Something's happened to them. But anyway, we'll find out more about it next week. If Zeebles continues like this, that's terrible. We could have sold him if I knew it was going to be this bad. But we can't sell him. You got to keep him. Okay? You got the round 15 bye. You just hold him through his buys. And then reassess. Not that we'll have trades. They've just got to hold him now. Now, the other rookie, Wardlaw, okay, scored a 43. Now, he's a 193k. I know he scored 85 last week. 43, 12 disposals, going at 66%, plus 66% time on ground. It's actually a worry. I'm actually going to pass on him. How bad is that? I was so excited to get him. I was actually telling everyone he's the best rookie there is. Now I'm having doubts. I mean, 43, when you're paying 200k, and this time of the year, every cent counts. Well, every dollar, it counts because you need it for your upgrades. I'd rather spend 123k and get someone that can score 43s than spend 200k and get someone that scores 43s. I'm going to pass, most likely. Okay, let's go to the next game. We now move over to the Adelaide Crows. Now, Riley O'Brien, 124. That's not bad. Dawson, 120. Bounced back, about time. Okay, Laird, just brought him in this week. 115. I'm happy. I'll take it. Except we just hope he's not reported or gets suspended for a week for a tackle. It wasn't that bad. But it just looked like a hit. You just worry these days. You're not sure anymore what is a good tackle, what is a bad tackle. So this one looked okay, sort of. And they didn't mention it, they didn't replay it or nothing, so maybe it's okay. Now, is there anyone else here at Adelaide that we should be... well, Chase Jones, if you still own him, it's sort of 79. That's pretty much it. There's no one else of any interest here at Adelaide. There's only two players that you should really be looking at, which is Dawson and Laird, and they're both guns. Okay, now at the Lions, Dunkley went massive, 146, huge game. He's a legend. He's a star. Lockie Neal, 122. He's coming back. It looks like he's back in form. He's still cheap. He's still under 600k, so you get him for a bargain still. His break-even was 85, so it only goes up not much, about 15k this week. Now, anyone else of interest? Yes, there is. Will Ashcroft, 52. I gave him a 4-week contract. I said I'm going to hold him till round 15. I'm probably not going to do that now. I can't hold him. I can't lose cash. He's made 25k this week or 20k. That's enough. Okay, we're going to stop. Get rid of him. Okay, time to go for Ashcroft for me. We're going to upgrade him. Hopefully, going to upgrade him to someone like a Lockie Neal. See how we go. If we can afford it. Now, Wilmot, 29. If you got him, you'll be bleeding on fields. Once Rich comes into the team, Wilmot doesn't score. They put him on the wings. He was in no man's land. 41% disposal efficiency. He can't kick. Anyway, time to trade out, I think. Well, I haven't seen the break-evens, but with a score of 29, I'd say it's close to. Okay, let's continue. Well, I'm flying through these reviews because it's only a short video today. We're going to do all the long stuff during the week, and I want to set up my team now. I want to check. I can't wait to see if Gorn got DPP. I'm very excited right now, and that's all for today. Hope you scored well. Actually, what did we score? Let's have a look. What did we score? Get over here. My team. Okay, our team scored 23.57. Now, I'm not sure if that's a good score or a bad score, because when I put up a post on Twitter, everyone scored more than me, so I'm scared that this is a bad score now. Just coming down, I was actually excited. I won all 10 of my leagues. It couldn't be that bad, surely. But anyway, hopefully it gets us back to the top 1%. We'll see how we go. I just want to go. It's time for Abs Magic to make their move. Okay, we're going to start to move now. And we may have a problem with the bye rounds. We're going to lose now. Have a look at this. I'll show you something. Sorry, wrong bye. Round 12 bye, okay? We're now going to lose Sicily, all right? Hopefully we don't lose Mitchell, all right? If we lose Mitchell, we're in trouble. So let's count the bodies, all right? Don't count Mitchell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, we're going to bring in 3 players, so that's 17. Now we need Mitchell to play or Cincotta, one of these two to play. Okay, if Mitchell plays and Cincotta plays, we're laughing. Okay, we're happy. Then we've got 19. So it depends how they go. We also might get Drury back because North Melbourne had a loss. Might even get Davey back. So we'll see how we go. Might have more than we expected. Anyway, that's all for today. Thank you for joining. And remember one thing. It's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice. Ciao for now.
That's all, folks.